the Rachel Rohrabacher revenge tour is going to be something to behold, and let's get going.
Got a piece of rope.
Lobs up from Etta Tuionetoa. A battle. Rohrabacher and Kawamoto take the opening points.
That's what I'm talking about to get the season started on Torre Championship court here.
And of course, with rally scoring last year, there was differences with the sides.
Yes.
And now with side-out scoring, it is the way you play it at home. No commitment to the side left or right. So that ball is deep. Great pressure to start from Rachel Rohrabacher.
1-0-1.
Opting to play straight up on their side.
And these are fast. 1 game to 11, Michelle. You get out to a lead, and you're going to just, it's going to take some of that pressure off because you don't get to dump the first game and then rally. You're done.
Nice spot from Etta Tuionetoa. The Texas Rangers get one hold.
Yeah, no center fielder there. That's Rohrabacher's ball playing the right side. Got to have the two-handed backhand there. And this court is very bright. It's
Yes.
Anna Bright out there, and that is going to be interesting just to get your sight lines squared away.
Chat with Tina Pisnik about that. She hits one into the net. She says it is really hard to see courtside, and especially with the orange on the outer edge. It looks awesome, but you have to have sunglasses on, to your point. It's wide.
Yeah, I think it's cool that the teams are adopting the whole, I'm hosting the event, these are our court colors, and I went out and hit. There's no problem with the visuals on playing. You just have to adjust.
Yes, absolutely.
2-1. Second serve. One, 2-2.
We apologize for the technical difficulties here as we move right along in this matchup between the Ranchers and the Brooklyn Pickleball team. Dekel Bar and Riley Newman in the white, and Eric Oncins in the navy blue alongside Christian Alshon making an entrance for himself with the Ranchers.
Yes, the big trade of Oncins for Noe Cliff, and ironically, Cliff's in a dream breaker over here on grandstand, so both sides are getting to see firsthand how their end of the trade worked out, and there is a great look at how the Ranchers are going to want to play with these two. Fast and furious. They both have humongous forehands and big serves, and with side-out scoring, there's not the risk of giving a point away when you miss a drive.
That gives a player a lot of freedom like Oncins, and he talked about the energetic differences. Season preview between an Oncins and a Noe Cliff, and I think Ryan DeWidgeon saw exactly what you did there, as well as the upside of a player like Oncins.
Absolutely. You're going to have chill Noe, making everything high floor, but what's the ceiling here? Oncins just electrified North Carolina with the way he played in men's doubles there. In Dallas before that, he was amazing in mixed. So right before our very eyes, before Major League Pickleball started, we started to see the ascent of the young man.
In case you're just joining us for the 2025 season, new this year, no longer rally scoring except for the dream breaker. Traditional side-out scoring, the same way you played at home. Some teams are utilizing the stack, others have played straight up, which is obviously different from what we saw in rally scoring last season. Heavy pressure again from the Ranchers. It's a race to 6, and the Ranchers get there first in women's, and a big leader is a part of that run, 2023. Nice play by Dekel Bar. Now, if Riley Newman and Dekel Bar get going, this is a team to beat in men's doubles.
Yeah, the question is, can Riley just take a little step back, play that consistent right side roll, get them to the kitchen, play awesome defense that he has, and you're seeing it right here, just trying to get them up. The problem is when you're playing the pterodactyl and his twin pterodactyl and his Eric Oncins, that's tough to drop the ball over there.
He's got a lot of reach on that side. And Alshon is used to playing with a lankier, longer player like Oncins, Andre Diescu, and Alshon have had a lot of success in men's doubles. And Oncins coming into his own here in Major League Pickleball. He's the most improved player last year with the challenger level. Won the title here in Orlando with Miami.
Great first volley from Dekel.
Might have been out, doesn't matter. Oncins is on it.
And Dekel is fired up and having a heated discussion with Jim Ryan about what behavior was coming on the other side, and he is not having it right now.
And tightly contested battle, emotionally speaking as well. Dekel Bar is questioning his ability to argue with the referee, and was informed you've never been able to argue.
So very interesting there.
Also new this season, the blue and the orange cards, which we'll dive into as they become relevant.
What a serve, my goodness. And
yeah, I'd say so.
And Dekel Bar came flying through there looking for an Ernie that never appeared. So Riley was playing 1-on-2, and that did not go well. He missed it deep. So he is
questioning the serve.
Dekel is out of sorts.
I think able to the referee, and will be reserved if it's not, and the release of the ball can be no higher than the top of the shoulder as well. A lot to dive into there, so we'll keep an eye on it. Christian Alshon looking to continue the run on his side.
And just wrecking his serve here. Another locket, and the return barely gets to the kitchen, and they take the net first.
That reach of Oncins is a problem for the other side.
And you have a very frustrated Dekel Bar on the far end.
9-1.
That's a great first volley from Riley, because that was about a millimeter over the net on the drive to handle that. It's impressive.
9-2-2.
And the score is 9-2, not 7. Look at Riley very find his footing.
There's a cannon of a serve again from Oncins, throttling that ball deep into the baseline.
10-2-2.
Make it 10-2-2 game point for the Ranchers.
Side out.
One game point staved off by Brooklyn, but to go down 2-0 in this setting is not easy.
No.
I think Dekel Bar could do to recover, stuck back at the baseline.
It's great pressure and smart.
2-10-2.
If you're the Ranchers right now and you finish the game here and hold a team like Riley Newman and Dekel Bar to 2 points, Ryan DeWitt's going to be a happy man when he joins us in the booth after this
good
game
timing.
concludes.
Good timing, us. Now, if you hit a half-hearted drive, you're going to eat it like you did there. Be committed.
Game point number 3 now for the Ranchers. Eric Oncins loading up.
10-2-2.
I mean, full Happy Gilmore step into it. I love it.
Newman shuts the door. Can they get more than 2 points in this men's doubles game battle? Meanwhile, over on grandstands, we've got a dream breaker, as Dave pointed out, between Miami Pickleball Club and the SoCal Hard Eights. Match point on the line for the Hard Eights.
On their coach and our fellow commentator Adam Stone's birthday.
Happy birthday, Adam. Great counter for Oncins. One down, one to go. Dekel Bar.
I mean, they're not even sniffing the kitchen line here. Oh my, okay. That may have been a message. Dekel.
Oh, wow.
What a shot from Christian Alshon. And then there was the drama of our Oncins and Alshon mad at each other. Christian told Eric he's #1 in a special way. And
10-1.
winning 11-2 would just wipe that out. They were good anyway, let's be honest, but just that would just take this, and you cannot upset spike the return. But what a throttle.
Wow. Christian Alshon and Eric Oncins in there.
But it's been one-way traffic since then in the rest of the women's and obviously all of the men's.
You said it, Dekel Bar and Rachel Rohrabacher wanted this matchup. Why do you think that was against Etta Tuionetoa and Christian Alshon when you have Tina Pisnik and Eric Oncins on the table?
I mean, I think you're going, this is a team that's most familiar with each other, and if we split, which is what we assume from men's and women's, it was a couple of matches you think are going to be pretty close. As it turns out, one of them wasn't. Let's put best on best and show that our best is better.
Dekel Bar getting big in the middle and has had some great results on the PPA Tour as well. Winning a mixed doubles title with Paris Todd.
2-0-1.
First of his long career in that discipline. Has to give you a lot of confidence in events like these. Just wide for Alshon.
The other thing you have with Dekel, and I was trading messages with Kyle, is you have that presence of Alshon.
3-0-1.
Even more aggressive than Oncins sometimes, so Dekel Bar can neutralize some of that. So that's why this is a good matchup. And there's a great look at that point right there.
Ask and you shall receive. Dekel Bar call him Big D for a reason. Yes. There's one.
Yeah, and it looks like he has channeled that anger, and it was anger of the first men's match that he played into a much better look at channel that aggression.
4-0-1 the scoreline for Brooklyn. Nice counter from Rachel Rohrabacher, starving for confidence.
And Ryan's like, I'm never going to talk to you two ever again. We were on a roll when I was on the court.
5-0-1.
That's deep. That's deep. I would challenge this anyway. You get 3 challenges for the 4 doubles matches, so just delay things a little bit. I really on a 86-degree day, so it's going to be hot and humid all the place.
The ball was out. 3 challenge loss. 2 remaining. 3 challenges remaining. Resume play at 6-0-1.
Proactively heading to the other end at the end change. I think Alshon was pretty convinced by his teammates that the ball was deep, but see how that plays out here.
He might have needed a little moment, a little self-care there, because 6-0, that's an ugly scoreboard, especially when you can't flush it and go get them in game 2. You get this game, and that's it.
Yep.
Well, and Riley Newman and Jackie Kawamoto have a lot of experience playing together with the DC Pickleball team, won a title together as well. So if they're going to be your closers, so to speak, quote unquote, and mix, whether you see it being, thinking it would be even at gender doubles or otherwise, this could change in an instant.
You like a hurricane, Dekel. Look out below. Oh.
Just great reads across the board for Dekel Bar.
And just kudos to him. He was on tilt after that men's match and has come out here and played brilliantly, as has Rohrabacher, and the scoreboard shows it. Wow, no one is hitting slice returns anymore because it gives a spin to all the people that like to roll it, but that was nasty. He had no choice because of where the serve hit and kind of skidded.
Oh, ATP attempt goes into the post.
Yeah, and one big difference for this event this year versus last year is this is not a rollout court. We painted the surface, so this is the more traditional surface that you would used to be. Dallas Flash won it on a rollout court.
Finally, a side out for the Texas Ranchers, bleeding at the moment, down 8-0 to the Brooklyn Pickleball team, playing for their match lives right now, looking for the scoreboard. Is in full destruction mode.
And it's like he has a bonus in his contract for how loud he yells. Watch at the end of that. I mean, he is fired up.
0-8-2.
The bear was poked with the ugly scoreline in men's doubles, as you mentioned.
And they're very subdued for Christian Alshon, because you can't scream back when it's now 1-8.
1-8-2. Side out.
Well, they hit the scoreboard, but couldn't pay it off with another. Brooklyn takes the ball back 3 points away from getting their first game of the match.
8-1-1.
Steve Alshon make it 9-1 for the Brooklyn Pickleball team, fighting for their match lives and looking sharp with an 8-point cushion now. If this holds up, Brooklyn can polish off Texas in dominating fashion. You're Riley Newman and
him and Eric, and of course we all did based on actions. They're going to be just fine and locked in. They want to win.
Drives are cooking to start. Off the tape there for Riley Newman, and Oncins will accept that break with open arms. Tina Pisnik.
1-0-2.
Sir, now if you have not followed her story, you've got to go to the Texas Rangers Instagram. They profile it beautifully.
So you're going to see lots of topspin from Jackie and short hop and cuts from Tina cross court.
Just a simple touch through the middle from Tina Pisnik to get the job done.
Well, I'm surprised with Riley and the forehand pancake. That just late reading that there.
From Jackie with a whole lot of topspin. She warned us about that shot in women's doubles. We see it again.
She's just money with that because you see all these roll dinks, threw it into the crosswind that's in her face, which is perfect. Okay. Pickleball gods are ready for the MLP season, one on each side.
It's the only match of the day for both squads. Ranchers in Brooklyn.
And we're seeing cross-court attacks become a thing more and more, but you have to get it all the way to the outside hip because Riley's looking for a forehand and keep it in. Oncins brilliant right there. Rare for Jackie to try sort of a fall away, off balance attack down the line, usually solid with her decision making.
Second serve.
Comes back with a great first volley.
Great response from Jackie. And on the line for this match are valuable standings points. Accumulation of a 25-match schedule this year. Nice play again and beautiful setup for Oncins.
And this is two teams that are in that just under the top tier for me, where if you get a 3-0 win as the Ranchers, that's massive versus a 2-1, no matter how the Dream Breaker goes.
Top 10 Premier level teams will advance to this year's playoffs, and these players also understand the value of these standing points and how it comes down to the wire.
Yes.
The regular season. Eric Oncins destroys another one, looks to his bench, and no shortage of confidence.
No, I mean, it was a dream for the Ranchers to see him rise before their very eyes at the last two PPA tournaments, and what
T's taking on the newbie. She took on Huang Tuong last year and really embraces that role. She's a stable force on the right, and she gives her partners so much confidence with that stability.
Yeah, and there you saw what can happen if you cut your return. So the spin is just sitting there to be absolutely destroyed, and that's exactly what Oncins did. And he has not lost any of his mojo from the men's doubles match, and Ryan DeWidgeon probably wants to take a victory lap right now with the trade that he made. And the interesting other sidebar on that trade is Miami knew both players better than anybody because they had Eric and now they had Noe, so they chose Noe of the two, and it may work out. They won a Dream Breaker. So speaking of Dream Breakers, first match of the year was a Dream Breaker where they were very far behind in that, came back and beat SoCal. So they get the first 2 points. One goes to SoCal, but you want to finish this off and get 3 and just send a message to everybody. We're in the top tier, not the tier below.
The Ranchers are back with a force, made it into the top 4 last year, the last 4 standing, and
Point.
Felt like they had more in the tank at that point in the season, like they could have had a more honest run for the final.
7-1-2.
Dropped out in the semifinal rounds, but still a great season nonetheless. Newman speeds it up on Oncins.
Yeah, and you see Riley staying on the right side some of the time here, which he and his sister Lindsay won a ton of mixed doubles that way, so certainly not foreign or desperate. Wow, awkward party of two. And
barely wide for Oncins. Brooklyn back on the board.
Yeah, waving the Cobra everywhere over there was Oncins, trying to find a little inside-out angle. Oh, he goes for a little too much again.
Three, 7-1.
It's a rare one from Tina Pisnik.
Each team gets one timeout per game, Michelle. So
Timeout Texas, 4-7-1.
Not surprisingly cashed that in here due to Ranchers. Alshon doing it. So Alshon really embracing that leadership role on this team. Riley just about fell into like quicksand in the middle of the court there because he got exactly what he wanted and just grazed it off the top of the table. But this is what I want to see. Can Eric Oncins play under pressure as loosely as he has been playing here?
Here's one that will be put to the test. Another one for Brooklyn with a chance to tie it here. Jackie Kawamoto, the second server.
Man, just tremendous from Jackie to get them in with the footwork. Changes. She won the last rally cross court. No need to change that there. Just stay in it. So tough miss for her, but they get 4.
Oh, Tina got what she almost wanted. Found the line. Cut Riley and Newman. Honest opened up the middle, but couldn't deliver.
Oh, Riley was so beaten right there, and just kind of placed it instead of wrecking it. And what in the world happened there? She still got it in the kitchen. Absolute mess by the Ranchers there. How Eric isn't just coming over and taking the third, and then Riley made him pay.
6-7-1.
Chance to tie here for Brooklyn. Newman goes for it. Cross court on Oncins. Does not work and takes accountability.
Yeah, so both of them have tried to replay the ball down the line, one in the net, and Oncins all over that from Riley.
Oh boy, Oncins beating Riley Newman in the punch once again.
Wow, and punch is exactly it. Riley got exactly what he wanted after a delicious drive by Jackie. And Eric said, get that out of here, man.
Jackie throwing some spice into the mix.
So if she is going to speed it up there, I'd love for her to expect him to be surprised and ready for the next one instead of thinking she's going to get a mistake there. So wasn't ready for the combo. And what a volley by Riley right there. And a little ego has popped into this match here as Eric points at himself after Jackie and Riley keep going at Eric when they've been winning cross court.
Football, left foot.
Oh boy, football called on Riley Newman, who looks like he is going to challenge it. Yeah, it's almost never worth the challenge, but to your point, a little break in the action.
9-6-2, we'll proceed with video review.
The only good news, if I'm Kyle McKenzie in Brooklyn, is it wasn't both calling it. I didn't hear Onisha say that doesn't.
Stands.
Okay.
Free counter toss, 2 remaining. 2 remaining. Resume play at 9-6-2.
So, Texas will either make this match point or Brooklyn will have another chance to stay alive in the battle. Big rip from Tina tonight from Riley Newman.
And Jackie is lucky to still be standing as Riley was coming in hot there.
6-9-1.
The first one was out. The second one definitely was. Brooklyn, last try here to get some leverage in the scoreline.
Great scamper from Riley.
Riley Newman takes another.
And Tina Pisnik hit the ball that against most players it's perfect, but he favors the forehand. So there's syrup, there's butter, there's a pancake for you right there, Tina. Yeah, a lot of communication from Eric to Tina here. I like that with the new partnership.
Tonight again by the forehand of Riley Newman. Mucked it a bit, doesn't matter. Another chance to tie it.
And Eric should have said you one more time there. Jumped in off balance and Riley was happy to take it. Some players don't like being told you before they hit every ball because you want to be in your own rhythm. But I'd much rather have them doing that. Just so there's no confusion.
No confusion there. Clutch play from Oncins. Brooklyn gaining some ground, taking 2 points. And now 2 service tries for Oncins and Pisnik. Whoa, boy. Riley Newman a bit off balance there as well. Texas takes match point.
10-8-1.
One match point held. Everything on the line here for the Brooklyn Pickleball team.
10-8-2.
And to force a dream breaker at least. What a way to end the match. Fitting the newest addition that was traded to this team, finishes off the match. The Ranchers defeat the Brooklyn Pickleball team, and they do it in 3 games. That's a statement performance and a statement win for the Ranchers.
And Ryan DeWidgeon couldn't have scripted this better. To have Oncins be the centerpiece of this and to walk it off with a winner through the middle. Look out, MLP, because there's people on horses coming for you. Great performance from the Ranchers.
A great performance indeed. We're going to step aside for just a moment. Much more to come on this beautiful Thursday afternoon in Orlando, Florida. Our next match coming. We welcome you back to Major League Pickleball here in Orlando. Michelle McMahon and Dave Fleming in the booth with you. And how about that performance from the Texas Ranchers? A regulation win, counting for 3 standing points to kick off our coverage on Pickleball TV. Eric Oncins and Tina Pisnik joining us to talk about the big win. Eric Oncins, we begin with you. You were the newest entity on this roster on March 5th. The Ranchers took a chance on you, and you got the finishing touch in this match. What does it mean to be a part of this franchise and to have this chance at the premier level?
I mean, it feels amazing to be part of here. Like I've worked last year with Miami and then coming up to Premier in such a great enterprise and with amazing teammates or girls here. That is us with 1-0, and then me and my bestie over there. We came in and played lights out. Couldn't play any better than that. And then, of course, closing out with Mix. The crowd also helped me a lot, giving me more energy, very positive comments over there. So it kept me intensive throughout the match. Just happy to be here.
Tina Pisnik, well played out there. You seem to be inheriting the new youngsters that come to the Texas Ranchers here. Last year with QD, now you've got Eric by your side. What makes this fun for you to see this nice, fun, young, energetic talent, and then they're counting on you to go out and win with them?
Well, I don't know who has matching tattoos out here, but Eric and I do. So, you know, we're taking it up to the next step. But yeah, I mean, it's fun. It's, you know, Mama T taking care of the kids, and they're carrying me with their energy. So I think it's a good match.
Dive into those tattoos. What are we looking at here?
Here.
Texas Rangers.
Actual tattoos, are these real?
No.
Oh, okay, all right. You almost fooled us. And going back to what you referenced, Eric Oncins, your bestie over there on the sideline, there was a lot of talk in the pickleball world about you two coming together. How would it go? Well, I'd say an 11-2 win over Dekel Bar and Riley Newman spoke for itself. How were you guys able to come back together after the controversy?
I mean, we have really good chemistry. We played a lot against each other, so he gets loud, I get loud, so we put that together and we just get loud together.
So Tina, this year for Major League Pickleball, the women's doubles is going to start every single match. What does that mean for you to be able to go out there and, as Eric mentioned, get your team going? How important is it for you to start fast?
It's good because we don't need to talk about it. So, and Etta and I are very happy to go out first. It's awesome.
And in terms of ownership groups, you guys have one of the best with the Texas Ranchers. It's evident with the deep run you made in 2024 with the team dynamic as well. What do you take the most pride in, Tina, in playing for this franchise, which you've been a part of now for a couple of years?
I mean, it's just unreal how much they put in, how they're willing to service us and make us feel good and support us in anything we need, and they listen and they improve and we grow together, and we all are very proud to represent Texas Rangers.
And Eric, are you working on stylistically just playing faster with you and your bestie out there? Because that's what we saw and it worked. And do you expect to see other teams doing that as well?
Yeah, I mean, I know a lot of people complain of my serve, also complains about his serve, my drive, his drive, so it's just a really good combination when we're both on the same side. There's no like running away from a drive or from a serve, so it's a good stuff for teams to figure this out.
Awesome. Well, congratulations. Huge win. Great start to the 2025 campaign.